Hey guys, I thought it would be much easier for you to just watch a video of me explaining everything than trying to have to read everything and figure things out. As always, you can ask your teacher if you have any specific questions that I don't cover in here. But I want to go over a couple things. First of all, our Go book. Ta-da! We sent these home with y'all last week, and you should have been, by now kind of looked through it and got acquainted with it. But first of all, right here in this pocket, we will always have the behavior chart. Okay, and the behavior chart is really important for you to sign every night, just so we know you're going through their Go book and you're seeing what's going on. Okay, this is new. We will put a new one of these in every Monday. Okay, it has our weekly spelling words, has vocabulary words or high frequency words, kind of like sight words, all the homework, and any kind of helpful reminders. It also has the essential question for that week, so like what we'll be talking about that week, and our rules. So this week we're talking about short A, and almost all of our spelling words are short A. Okay. On the back of that is our tic-tac-toe page for spelling. So just different options for the kids to write their spelling words. I will say it's not limited to this. So as long as they're practicing their spelling words, I don't care what they do. All right, this paper right here, you will also get a new one of these every week. Okay, sometimes it has front and back, like this week it has front and back. And sometimes it's just a front. All that is short A words for your child to practice at home. Now, on Fridays, whenever we have our dictated sentences test, some of the words may come from here, okay? Next is our sight words or high frequency words. So what I do with my class is I highlight them as we go. So by the end of the year, almost all of these words will be highlighted, okay? These three portions won't be highlighted because those are kind of easy words that they should already know from kindergarten. But to just keep up with what they should know, I would have them read the highlighted words every week, not just this week's word, but all the highlighted words, because on our dictated sentences test on Fridays, we use past spelling words and past high frequency words. Let's see. Okay, on the back of that is the Wonders online homework instructions, and we do not have login cards for that yet. Hopefully by next week we'll be able to access that. And so what you'll do, and I'll try to send a message whenever we get those, so it'll just be a little card that'll be stapled here with your child's username and password, and then you just follow the directions really. Now if you have slow internet, or if your internet's not working, or whatever, I don't care what they do, just as long as they're reading. So the only thing with this is it will pull up the weekly stories. So it'll have that specific rule. So like if you were to pull this up, it would be, sorry, somebody's at my door. I'm busy. Yeah. If you were to pull this up this week, it would have stories with short A. All right. And we put a number chart in there because this Friday we'll actually have a test from for numbers 1 to 120, being able to write those. So this is something that we'll probably keep in here all year for them to kind of refer back to. Okay, now our blue and red folders. Okay, so the blue folder is for anything that will go home and come back. Now, let's say I have a t-shirt order form because you will have a t-shirt or order form because we send out tons of those. It will go in the blue folder. Now, whether you choose to send it back, it's up to you. But anything that will or possibly can come back will be in the blue folder. This is what I will put homework in. Like right now, David has his homework in there for the week. Okay. Now, red, it's like a stop sign. It stops at home. Anything we put in here will stop at home. So this is stuff that we did in class that will stay at home. We will not come back. Okay, and then the rest is pretty much self-explanatory. Now, there are Go Book rules in here, and I do encourage you to look through those just in case I miss anything, because I guarantee you I am. And then at the back, the very back, is the class list. Now, you'll use this for birthday party invitations, Valentine's Day, anytime you want to know how many people are in the class, how many boys, how many girls, you get to look at this. You can look at this. Like if we get a new student, I'll add it to there. I'll add it to the list. And that is the Go Book. Now, let's see. I made a list so I don't forget anything. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, if you should have gotten instructions for Active Parent. Okay, and if you haven't, you need to ask your teacher to send you home another copy. This is how you will check grades and your child's attendance. Okay, right there, Active Parent. Okay, now, hopefully you have read through your first grade survival pack and you put it on your refrigerator and maybe framed it. Okay, so I'm going to go over a couple things in here, but not the whole thing. Okay, so in the morning times, first of all, let me say, we don't have assistants, and these kids are going from having 2 people in the classroom to having 1 person in the classroom. So, they are responsible for unpacking and checking their red and blue folders and all that good stuff. Okay, so, and this is an age-appropriate behavior too. It teaches them responsibility and independence. Also, in the afternoons, we have recess, like towards the end of the day. So, if your child is going to be early dismissal, please tell us ahead of time so we can go ahead and pack them up and they can be ready, because we really don't like to leave the playground and help a child pack up and all that good stuff. Okay, so starting this week, we will have snacks on Fridays, and we will be selling snacks on Fridays. Okay, if your child during the week does not have a snack, I usually will tell them to get something from the cafeteria if they have money in their account. But we will be starting to sell snacks this Friday. So if you want your child to have snacks, you can send money Friday. Okay, behavior. So like we said in the survival pack, every group of students is different and they respond to different things. So because of that, we are kind of giving you warning. We might change how we deal with behavior throughout the year, okay? Because we're trying to find what works best with all the students. But we do start on green, and if your child clips down to yellow, that is a big deal. Like that, it's not a warning, that's a big deal. Also, if your child clips up to blue or black, that is a huge deal because it takes a lot to clip up to blue and black. All right. Let's see. Okay. Tests. I want to talk about Mondays and Fridays. So Mondays are jam-packed. We are covering all the skills for the week during the morning time. So it's super, super important that your child is here for Monday mornings. Now, Fridays, we are testing. And it's also very important that your child is here on time on Fridays, because it's very difficult to have to go back and do a spelling and dictated sentences test with just a couple students. Okay. You should be getting this maybe in the next week. It is the STAR reading and STAR math screeners. Now, we did these last week to kind of see where your child was at. Now, the ideal score is 1.0. That is great, but unless your child is reading every single day in the summer, they're going to regress and they're going to go back some. So some of the kids are like 0.6, 0.8. That's okay. Okay. That's going to happen. If you are concerned about your child's score and you don't think it's accurate, keep in mind that we were in a relaxed environment taking these tests. They were using a computer, so if they're not familiar with using a computer, that could have affected the scores as well. Okay, now we will do one of these every 9 weeks to see where the kids are at. And I think that's everything. Yep. Thank you so much, and I'm sorry this video is so long, but hopefully it'll be helpful. As always, please, if you have any questions, any concerns, please contact your teacher. All right, thanks.